What's up, guys? I'm Elliot.
We're at Kylo Ren now, right? He's like no longer.
What's up, guys? I'm Elliot Delp, and I'm with my colleague Hunter Collins, and welcome to the Outdoor Talk Podcast. I don't know why I threw my hands up. It was I'm feeling announcery today. I don't really know what the plan is, but
I've got it.
Hunter's got the plan. So
He said, "What's the topic? I haven't thought of anything, but we got to do this," which he always does. So I've got it planned. Don't worry. You give him a quick update.
All right,
I'm working on it.
The update is it's 1 week before Christmas. This will come out tomorrow, so that means there will be exactly 1 week from Christmas Eve tomorrow. So this is not the Christmas Eve podcast, but this is
Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve. Lots of Eves, but a week Eve. It's the Christmas Eve week Eve podcast. Alright.
8 days until Christmas.
It's 8 days.
No, 9. No, 8. Christmas is Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
So 8.
Yep. Anyway, so.
Are we hunting anymore, Dave?
No, well, maybe.
Maybe this weekend? What do you think?
I'm definitely going to be shooting this week. I'm shooting this weekend.
Well, why don't we shoot at a deer?
We might be shooting at
Our
a deer.
freezer's kind of low.
We might be shooting at a deer this weekend, but maybe not. So really there's not a lot to really recap on. Last few weeks have been pretty busy. With Hunter's sister just graduated last weekend, so that took up a lot of that time. Because, I mean, he went, my fiance went, so I kind of just sat at home and edited review videos.
He's lying. He Christmas shopped the whole time.
Oh, well, yeah, I did do that. But I got my Christmas shopping done. That's about all that happened last weekend. And you guys already know the weekend before that, so.
And most of our videos, like, I don't know how many of you know this or not, but a lot of our videos right now have been backed up. Like, a lot of our videos, like, we haven't filmed in a week or two, like, actually filmed, like, a ton of stuff. Just maybe a little stuff here and there. A lot of our videos have been kind of backed up because this is, like, a really busy time of the year for us.
We just been,
so
we sit down.
Sling them together in one night, basically.
We sit down and we power through. I know last week I had enough for 7 videos.
I did 7 videos. It was 6 or 7 videos in one night I filmed. And I mean, it took like all night, and then I edited them in like a week's time. So just kind of prep because like this is really, really busy for us regardless.
Yeah.
I mean, it's busy for everybody. It's Christmas. You want to spend time with your family, not editing videos. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's pretty much sums up the backlog, really.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So go ahead and tell me what the topic is, so we can get right into it.
So we got my phone here and Elliot's phone here, and what we're going to do is on Elliot's phone, we're going to pull up the timer, and we're going to set a 5-minute timer. I Googled, and it basically came up. I have a little like a website, and it's 55 outdoor blog topics to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got a random number generator, and we're going to roll the dice, and whatever it lands on, we're going to go to that topic.
And talk about it for 5 minutes.
If we don't go to 5 minutes, then like we'll just do another one. But we're not allowed to go over 5 minutes. We got to keep it rolling so we can hit more than just one thing.
All right, let's go.
All right, you wanna do the number? Well, we got 40. All right, what's 40? All right, read it.
Waterfalls you have visited. Okay.
Let's see if we can do this for 5 minutes.
All right, Hunter. All right.
Falls Ridge.
Falls Ridge. Where's
Cascades. Falls Ridge is right down the road.
Dang it, that's the one I was gonna pick. You know how I didn't pick that one.
Cascades. Everybody knows Cascades.
Yeah. When did we go to the Cascades? All right, so if you don't know, the Cascades is like.
If you're from the Southwest Virginia area, you've probably heard of it.
You've definitely heard of the Cascades, but for those of you who don't know, it's a really, really like. I don't want to say pop. I mean,
it's very popular. It's highly trafficked.
It's very. Yeah,
you wouldn't know it if you weren't from this area, but if you're from this area, you know it, and you've probably hiked it.
It's the typical white girl of trails around here, you know.
Yeah, it's if you're from this area and you've went hiking before, you've probably hiked the Cascades.
But it's a very good hike.
It is. It's very nice.
So I know a lot of people that fish up through there.
A lot of people like fly fish up. Like it's really good. Cause Mike and I were talking about that the other day. It's a good place to.
So it's like a 2 mile. Is it 2 miles?
Roughly, it's something like that.
So you walk. It's a 2 mile hike, and it's not hard. It's very easy hike. It's very pretty. You basically follow a river all the way up, or creek, all the way up until you reach the top, and it's called the Cascades. And you reach a waterfall, and it's this beautiful, really like probably 50-foot tall waterfall.
Right.
And there's just like a pool of water, and it's pretty deep. Like it's pretty dangerous to go swimming in it.
You can. I mean, they don't have lifeguards there, and a lot of people get in it, but a lot of people don't go like in like the part that's really deep right under the waterfall, because that is they've had several deaths there just like over the course of time. So you do have to be careful with stuff like that. But what I think's crazy is seeing that's like really interesting and all, but I mean it's nothing like crazy. Like we've seen waterfalls before just here and there, and something like that, even though it's like a big waterfall, and it's just not jaw dropping to me.
I don't know, but I feel like the mountain land up to it's pretty. Like there's like massive rocks everywhere, and there's a bunch of bridges that you couldn't like. The trail crosses a lot of bridges that cross over top of this creek going up, and I just think it's really cool.
I think it's pretty, like another place a lot of people probably don't know, Tumbling Creek. It's where Laurel Bed Lake is that Jared and I fish some. But the creek that runs all the way up that mountain, like the mountain's like, it starts at like, don't quote me on this, but like for example, it starts at 1,000 feet elevation and the lake's at 4,000, like it goes straight up. And the creek that dumps out of it tumbles all the way down the mountain.
Yeah.
And I think that like just like that water just like tumbling all the way down over those rocks, and it creates like a bunch of little waterfalls. I think that's prettier than the big one. But I would love to go to these places like Hawaii or New Zealand, wherever one is, and like a 400-foot waterfall.
Niagara Falls.
That would be, or Niagara Falls. Like,
Brian told me that he went to Niagara Falls. And he stayed like
jaw dropping,
like right next to. He stayed in the hotel right next to it, and he said it was just like unbelievably loud and unbelievably beautiful.
Would you go?
No.
You wouldn't go to Niagara Falls?
I'm too cheap.
Okay, if you didn't have to pay, would you go?
Yeah, I'd go, but I wouldn't go.
What's the most you would pay right now? In your current state, your current job, current money, don't think about it too much. You got 20 seconds.
$250.
Okay.
That's what I feel like the value of that experience would be worth to me.
Now, you're rich and famous and you're making $1 million a month.
Let's pay $1,000. No, I'd probably... No, it's definitely something I'd want to do. Like, I'd want to see it. But, like, I don't feel like there's that much value in me seeing it right now.
Right.
Like,
I agree.
I wouldn't go out of my... Like, there's a lot of other things I'd rather do. I also
think, to me personally, it's...
Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh.
Find this. Oh, there's 33... Okay, 33 seconds. So, to me personally, I think, like, Niagara Falls would be different because it's so populated. But, like, if you went, like you hiked, like, 2 miles in Hawaii or New Zealand or, like, Africa, somewhere, and it was just, like...
I'd much rather do that.
Like in
Madagascar.
Madagascar, and like just beautiful landscape. There's no city, no anything around you, and just a huge waterfall. I would much rather do that.
All right, so we have time up right now.
That was good. That was right at 5 minutes.
You turned one of my alarms on. Golly.
All right, we got 30.
Well, that was 30.
Best places you have visited around the world.
Well,
okay.
Hunter's the only one that's been around the world, so. He's been to Haiti, so the best place he's visited around the world, actually the best place is the United States. Hoorah, America.
I don't know. I've traveled a little more than him, but I haven't been like all sorts of places, but that's something I want to do a lot more. This, like, coming up here in less than a month, I'm going to be in the Dominican Republic, so I'm really looking forward to that. But, no, I traveled to like the LA, Hollywood area, all that. And I don't know, it was just really interesting because it was so different than what we have. But what I like the most about it is the mountains out there. So like, I don't know, I guess that's just me personally. I love the mountains, So I know like when we were going from Arizona to Nevada and, you know, down through the Grand Canyon and to Vegas and stuff, I mean, it was just like dirt mounds, basically rocks.
Yeah.
But they were huge. They were still like huge mounds and mountains. And then like when we went to Malibu, they have like mountains just as big as we do here, if not bigger, like the hills and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just big mountains like we have here. They're just not full of like trees. They're not forest in a way. And I really like that. What I hate, I don't hate. I love everything to do with nature. But when we go to the beach and you hit that like 2-hour stretch of straight flat and everything just flat and empty, I don't like that. And that's why like when I went to Haiti and stuff, it was so tropical and like huge like untouched mountains everywhere.
Even on the beach.
Huge, yeah, these
like
huge
right
mountains.
Up next to the beach.
Yeah, everywhere. And me, I think that's what I like more than anything when it comes to like the outdoors part of it.
Is there any place like that on the East Coast? If you go,
I mean, here there's mountains.
Yeah, but like when you like, is there any beach mount? Is like
no. See, that's like what
even
blew
when
my
you go
mind.
north.
I don't know about when you go north, but like that's what blew my mind.
I thought like New York and stuff. Maybe I'm wrong. I might be wrong, but I thought there was like mountainous beaches up there, but I might be incorrect.
Let me ask you this then. So, besides like local beaches and stuff, and just like the states around us, we hadn't really been much of anywhere. But let me ask you, what's your least favorite place you visited?
My least favorite place I've visited.
I mean, it doesn't have to do with outdoors. Just like, I guess. I mean,
I can't really say I've hated a lot of places. I've never been like. I haven't traveled that much. Passing through. Basically, I don't really like any city we pass through.
Interstate 81 from Salem to Roanoke.
Yeah, there you go. Roanoke. Roanoke's my least favorite place I've visited.
No, I don't know. I was thinking, I don't know why I want to say DC.
That's the only city I've ever actually been to. I mean, Charlotte doesn't count as a city. I'm sorry.
Or, I don't know, Hollywood wasn't nice at all.
Wasn't it?
No. Like the strip of Hollywood was like very, very grungy. Like a lot of homeless people, which is like a big problem there. And like it just like it wasn't nice at all. I mean, like here, very grungy, very dirt, like ugh. Then there's a road and about 200 yards, just massive mansions in the hills, beautiful. But like just like the Hollywood, like the Hollywood area, like where the Walk of Fame, the Star, all that.
Gross.
Yeah, that's probably the least favorite. Like,
was Rodeo that way?
No, Rodeo is like the bougiest place you've ever been. But like LA wasn't like that. Santa Monica, I mean, downtown Atlanta was kind of bad. Like, not like where because when I went down there for the Chick-fil-A bowl, there's like, you know,
You had been?
No, he was there at the same time, but we didn't go together. I mean, there were like all the stadiums and stuff are, but like then you can go downtown. You know how you go downtown Roanoke.
You mean like how we passed through downtown Charlotte? Remember going through?
Yeah, I mean it's like kind of like that, but Atlanta was kind of like, I don't know, it was just really different. And I was young then, so I didn't really remember it like I would now. But Hollywood's probably my least favorite, I would say.
All right, so that about does it. Randomize.
52.
Ye brother.
All right, what is it?
All right, your favorite trail and why?
Okay, a lot of these are.
These are not very.
No, these are very outdoorsy. Just most of these are like.
My favorite trail food snack.
A lot of these are like to do more with like hiking and camping.
Yeah. Hidden gems.
Okay, hold up. Let's start the timer. So your favorite trail. So let's talk about hiking a little bit. But if you also want to incorporate your favorite trail to hunt. We don't hunt trails, but you're a woods person, you're a field person,
Where's the timer? Okay, start. Okay.
Start with trails though. And if we're like we have no content for trails, then we'll talk about like what's our favorite place to hunt. What trail do you like to hunt?
A trail.
Not that you hunt a trail, but landscape.
I liked hiking Angel's Rest in Giles. That was a good one.
That was straight up.
That's a good one though.
I want to hike McAfee's, whatever it is, the knob, the one that's like 8 miles that everybody's done but us.
Can't really do it right now. It's a little chilly.
I'm not a fan. Well, okay, I like the Cascades hike, but I really like getting to like there is a point in going, like you get to that big waterfall, but like I like hiking for like an hour and just like getting somewhere, like getting to the top. You can just get up there and like, whoa!
Ladle. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
That's what I love about hiking is like getting to that spot. But I don't know, we don't do. Okay, that's we do a good amount of. We
hike when we're bored.
We hike as much as basically every normal person. Like we go several times throughout the year, but we also don't do anything like
we're not
challenging or like the AT trail or these like we do the very basic hikes. Like a few weekends in the summer.
We download an app and we're like, what's close? We scroll through it and we're like, that looks hard.
Yeah. You gotta look at the pictures on all trails. That's key.
Yeah.
The pictures on all trail is key.
So, I like Angel's Rest. What's that one we went to in Elliston?
What? The one we just basically walk around. It's not really a hike.
Yeah.
Falls Ridge. The waterfall?
Yeah.
Falls Ridge.
That waterfall's bigger than the Cascade waterfall.
I think it's not bigger in like depth and width and quantity of water.
It's definitely taller.
But do you consider it taller if it has several cascades going down? Because like it might drop 20 feet and then there's a little tiny rock that it hits and then it drops another 30 feet.
Yeah, but if you can stand back and look at the whole thing like...
It's definitely taller than the cascade. Well...
It might be close.
It's definitely close.
It's enough for me to say, well, it might be taller. So.
I don't know. Yeah, I like that. That's like... That's
adventure, though.
That's very good. Not necessarily that's, you know... that's an in-case scenario. But like he said, kind of like if we're bored or like we just don't have any plans.
And you just want to run around.
Right.
That's not a hike.
Yeah, that way we don't have to like plan this place and go and drive 30 minutes or an hour, whatever it is, and then like hike all the way up it and stay up there for like, he's talking like, it's almost like a little park in a way. But it's like out in the middle of nowhere. There's like no like there's nothing around it and there's like a really nice waterfall. And it's right close to our house. So if you got one of those near you,
yeah, for sure.
It's a good place to go take some gram pictures.
The gram pictures.
Alright, so
that's a good one. And then where else? Well, there's the tried and true
High Rocks.
High Rocks.
Here from Whitfield, Virginia.
What's that one we hiked towards Crockett? Sugar Grove.
Oh, Comer's Rock.
Comer's Rock's good.
Lake.
I like Comer's
Rock. You can drive all the way up to it, or you can just walk.
Walk the 47 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was, I think, when we first started hiking. Another thing, I don't know if this counts as a trail, but if you know somebody that has like private land, go hike it. Like when we like walk up the mountain and get to the top. Like, I mean, it might not be cool like now, but like the first time we did it and we had really no clue. Like, I mean, we kind of knew it was up there, but like we had never really done it. So like, go explore. Like, if you have land or somebody you know has land, like just go start walking on it.
You know what I want to do? How much time we got? I want to go four-wheeling. That's fun. When you go up in Miller's Creek and four-wheel. Yep, that's something we need to do. Yep. I just like being on four-wheeler.
You know, you can go up to like West Virginia, and I mean it does cost money, but like not as much as you would think. Like you find the right places, and like you can stay in like a camp, and they have like four-wheeling paths, and you can just go. Like, and they're made for four-wheeling too, so like. No different, like
they're just old mining trails. Yeah. All right. Well, that does it for this topic. We got 11 seconds, so nailed that sucker right on the head. We're gonna pause, and we're going to
30. Didn't we already have 30?
We did have 30.
Yeah, we did have 30. Ha! So much for random numbers. 38. I want to give us a low number. Knowing your children's hiking limits.
Hunter.
Well. Are you going to tell me you have a kid yet?
No. Shut up. I ain't got no kid.
33. Why is it in the 30s? looking for tracks or clues in outdoors. Deers, bears, and etc. Alright, well, if you see the bear track,
if you look down on the ground and there is a footprint and it's not your footprint, then it's something like a bear or deer.
It's we don't really have too many bear tracks. I mean, I've seen some before.
It's more like bear crap.
But I mean, we don't get much of that at all. But like as far as deer goes, that can be good like to notice like when you're scouting or something. Just like notice if they're around, like obviously if there's horned trees or scrapes or you know there's deer poop on the ground, like they're there.
And it's just so they're like there's no way to just be good at picking up on stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You have to really practice, and you just gotta pay attention. Mm-hmm. It's just really about paying attention. It's there, like more than likely there's gonna be some deer crap or something.
Yeah. Or like the little trails from them.
Yeah.
Like deer paths are everywhere in the woods.
As long as you live in an area that has deer. I mean, but most everywhere where we're from, like if we looked hard enough, we could probably find some deer crap and you know.
Right.
Where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I mean, you can find like bear and stuff too. It's just like where we are, it's not as common to find it. Because I know I was talking to a really big bear hunter recently, and bear move.
Do they?
Bear just move. He was telling me one time, they like do dogs sometimes with the bears, and he had a bear. 20, it was either like 23 or 25 or 20. It was 20 some miles. The bear had went in a day.
Dang.
Just like, and that was as the crow flies. So it was probably 3 or 4 miles, like when you count in that.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that the dog lost the scent once, and they got back on it later. Like they had to like cross a creek or something. The dogs lost the scent, and when they did get them back on it, he said as the crow flew, it was like 20 some miles.
It's crazy. A lot of moving.
Mm-hmm.
But a whole lot. Did he track that whole time?
I mean, they didn't walk 27 miles. Like the dogs do, like you can't, I don't know if you've ever seen a dog on a trail, but you can't keep up with it.
They just listen for them or something?
Yeah, I mean, they have trackers and everything too. But, I don't know, I mean, other than that, like, what else do you look for? Like raccoon, it's like, I don't know, just pay attention when you're outside.
You'd be amazed at what you see. What you run
like that time we found that tail. Still have no clue what that was.
Mm-hmm. Were you with us when we were with Alex? I guess you were when we went to Cascades with Alex and we found that snake.
Yeah, we found a rattlesnake. And that's something you need to pay attention to. Like, you need to see that. You do not want to walk in front of a rattlesnake.
Man, it was mad too.
So it's always good to pay attention. Don't just be like randomly just strolling through the woods. Like, look, and then you could learn something too. Like we were talking about, if it's your land and it's somewhere like you might potentially hunt, you could be walking through somewhere that you've never even thought twice about and just see something. You're like, there's deer here. Mm-hmm. We've always hunted over there, but it looks like they've been coming through here this whole time we were hunting over there. Well,
you know, I didn't start the timer. Dang.
That's good. We're done with this topic, anyways. That was just deer and bear.
Randomized.
55. The last one. Solo adventure tips and advice.
Don't do it.
If it's your first time,
don't do it.
Don't. I mean, if you have no other option and you've like seriously exhausted your options and like you just don't have anybody to go with you, whether it's fishing, hunting, hiking, anything, like probably don't go. Especially hunting, because I mean you're dealing with a firearm and depending on what you're hunting, like. And then a lot of times you don't know what you're doing. You might get lost in the woods. Mm-hmm. It's a little different maybe if you go to like, or hiking can be just as dangerous, especially the first time we went to High Rocks, we about got lost.
Yeah, we didn't know where we were
going. Actually, we did get lost. We got lost the first time and we found the trail, and then once we got to the top, we went down the wrong trail.
Yeah.
So like we legitimately got lost the first time, but our good woodsmanship that we learned as young fellers taught us that
if you turn around and go exactly where you were.
No, that's not what we did. We knew that when we left, the path was on our left. Mm-hmm. So if we walked left, eventually we would have had to hit it. Mm-hmm. Eventually.
Yeah. We walked back up the mountain, though, remember?
Somewhat, but that was after we deviated like 12 different times.
Oh, you talking about when we start crossing paths?
Yeah, and then we started looking at the GPS radar, and we were just in the middle of nowhere, and we were like, the rock is that way. So, yeah, definitely, I'd say the safest thing to do.
Comer's Rock, too. We did it at Comer's Rock, too, because they were like...
Oh, yeah, we did it. I was saying High Rocks with Hannah, but, yeah, we did go...
We got
go off the path.
Twice. Well, actually, we didn't get lost at Comer's Rock. We got impatient.
That's true. Have a friend with you, but I would say the safest thing's probably maybe not fishing on a boat, or like definitely not a kayak, or like wading through the river or something. But you go down to Carter's Park or like a pond or like a lake, and you're just on the bank. I think that's. But you talk for a little bit. I was gonna say something else, but
that's what I was gonna say. I mean. You don't want to...
Like, what are some tips if you do go solo?
If you do go solo, well, I was going to say make sure to bring a phone, but half the time we do anything, we don't have signal where we go.
That's true. Especially on those trails, a lot of times. Once you get to the top, I promise you're going to have signal.
Make sure you bring... Like, if you know that you're going to get exhausted... Bring water.
Regardless of what you're doing, yeah.
Well, yeah. I don't know. Like, if you don't need to drink water, like, I can go a lot without drinking water.
Right, but it's still smart to have it.
It's still smart to have it, but, like, don't be an idiot. Don't, like, oh, I can scale this mountain. And then not be able to scale the mountain, get stuck on the side of the mountain alone because you, like, are exhausted, tried to climb it, slipped, fell,
Right.
Stay within your bounds.
I would say do a lot of research. Depending on what you're doing, like, I can go hunting by myself, like where we hunt all the time, and like I have no problem. I can hike a trail that I've hiked before by myself. I have no problem. But like, if I went to Colorado and tried to elk hunt by myself, that would probably not go good. Like I would need to do a lot of research. Or even if I went to like a new trail I'd never been on before, I would want to do some research.
It's different if you go with experience.
That's true too.
So like if we went to some new place here in Southwest Virginia and we were with a bunch of buddies and everybody's like, all right, we're all gonna split up, go find a place to sit down and hunt.
Right.
That'd be completely different.
Right.
Or if you were like
experience though.
Yeah. Judge it based on your experiences, basically, is what we're saying. Because like I would feel completely fine if you bought some land and you were like, Elliot, I haven't done anything with this land yet, but go up there, sit down somewhere and see if you can shoot something.
Right.
So, that's different.
Yeah, it's very, like, I guess... Situational. But just, like, look into it and know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And always try to have a friend. It just makes it more fun anyways. Even if you split up for a little bit, like hunting if you split up, or fishing if you split up.
Don't shoot each other.
But like, just makes everything. I promise you, having a friend or a group of friends with you will make it much more fun. How long have we been going, Dave? We got one more in us?
No, I think that's about it. We've been going for a hot minute.
Have we?
Yeah, we've done.
Unless this is just a banger. 26.
Man.
Let's not tell them. Oh, we gotta do it.
Wait, what do you mean? We have nothing to say about that.
Yeah, we do. 26 says coffee recipes for the great outdoors.
By Folgers.
The #1 coffee recipe is to always have coffee. That's it.
There you go.
No matter how bad, no matter if it's 20 degrees and you're in a summer tent with a Walmart sleeping bag, coffee will make your day better.
Will make your day better. But
always have coffee.
We'll end.
New shirts coming soon with coffee on it.
And we don't have any coffee for this podcast. So, I think that about does it, guys. We've hit if we count that one, we hit 5, but... Did we hit 5?
I was
5 or 6, maybe.
That was kind of good. I like that little random idea. What we need to do is
we need a better list.
We need to come up with a list of a bunch of different stuff and like once a month do this.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so I think that about does it. We'll catch you guys again next week.
Next Tuesday, 7 p.m.
Next Tuesday, Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve, 7 p.m. Watch it with your family. This is a family. This is quality family content.
I don't know. We might do. I was thinking we might do something untraditional. Like maybe not do like a podcast like this, but maybe like a podcast like something different.
Well, we could work something. I can do some camera magic. I'm a young filmographer.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see y'all next week. Thanks for watching, and remember, guys, take someone outdoors.